In this video, Mayor McClary addresses the critical needs for the town of Andrews, as well as some of the upcoming plans for the West End neighborhood and the Streetscape projects. What are some of your critical needs as it pertains to funding?
Well, still our number one priority right now in terms of getting things done is our infrastructure. Mm-hmm. So we talk our water and sewer systems. As mentioned earlier, we're under a consent order dating back to 2014. Mm-hmm. And as a part of that consent order, we were mandated by DHEC to raise our water rates because, again, water and sewer funds are proprietary funds, and you can only use them for that purpose. Well, through a study that was done, it showed that we're not generating enough funds because our water rates are low. We're losing 64% of our water at the time. Mm. And so then that forced us, DHEC mandated that we raise, based on the study, that we raise our water rates 65% by year 2020. Of course, we can't do that. That's, we just can't, that's a big chunk of money for our citizens. And again, you're talking about a low to moderate income area. We couldn't do that. So we negotiated over time with DHEC to incrementally raise the rates, 15% the first year, second year 15%. And again, because of some of the other business moves we made, we're now at a point where we only raise the rates anywhere from 5%, which was in 18, and this year was 3.25%. So we're cutting down and we're getting it done, but that is a court order. We had no way around it. Mm. And of course it has impact on the citizens.
Absolutely.
We're going to have a greater dialogue so you can understand that holistically, but it was no way around that. And so we had to do those things over time. So that's where our number one priority is, again, is placing the funds towards that effort.
Well, thankfully it can be done over time and not just immediately. Right. Where it could really be detrimental to the citizens.
Absolutely.
Moving into, as far as economic development, where would you say is the most challenging area in your town, and what are your plans for that?
Right. Now, and I'll say two places. Mm-hmm. If you look at the buildings, again, that's another misunderstanding, I think, on some of the citizens. The buildings are owned, but privately owned. Okay. So again, we want to encourage business owners to get in compliance and get the faces of your building straight. And we're going to address some of that through some of our neighborhood. And
just for layman's term, for someone who's watching and may not understand that, basically what you're saying is that the town can't go in and upgrade someone's building when they own it. So basically some of that falls onto the owner.
Much of it falls on the owner. We, again, over the last couple of years, we've been placed now in ordinance, the dilapidated building ordinance, where then if the owners do not get in compliance, we can force them through hands, and at some point in time the town will become owners of those buildings. We don't want to do that.
Right.
We want them to step up and go ahead and take care of those things. But again, it is the owner's responsibility. And I think we're moving in a direction where they will begin to work on those things, and then if we have to take other measures, we'll do that. So that's the first thing, is to get out Main Street. Simultaneously, we want to focus on the west side of town. Mm-hmm. And again, I think after the affordable homes, that's going to change the face of West Andrews. There's a park out there, and again, another misunderstanding. The town doesn't own that park. It's a beautiful little park. It's great for the kids in that area, but it's still probably owned by I think the Green family that have moved away. We maintain and keep the grass cut. I think if we can get that and become a part of the town's property, we can do some great things for the kids in that town. And again, back to the owners out there, we have some houses that have been burnt down that has not been properly removed and those things. And we hope that they will come in and step up and then take care of those places. Otherwise, we'll have to enforce it there as well. So our focus will be on West Andrews as well as some of the other places. And again, we'll work with the business owners and with probably own folks to get this thing done. So that's really where it is right now. We haven't seen much movement in the West End side, but it's going to come along. That's in phase 2. In fact, we've already applied for a grant. We have $25,000 set aside now. We've applied for a grant, another $25,000, and we're also seeking funds through the A-Tax to assist with the revitalization of Main Street. Now we're focusing, as you will see out there, there's a part of Main Street that was revitalized years ago. Mm-hmm. We want to begin now to move that to the west side of town. So we're talking about our alleyways, we're talking about adding lights, additional light to the town, developing those alleyways where you will have benches out there. It just, and again, this is going to extend all the way back down Main Street, MLK, into the West End side. that will give us that, again, that holistic revitalization of the town, okay? And so all that plays into it. We'll have Progress Park, which will be right on Main Street, where families can come out, relax, barbecue, live music will be out there, and that's just right there in the middle of the town. So we're looking at, again, a number of innovative ways to bring the Main Street to life, and it's through those initiatives that we just kind of covered.
That sounds very interesting. I can't wait to see that happen.
Hello, my name is Frank McClary, the Mayor of Andrews, South Carolina. And on November 5th, I am seeking re-election and looking for your support. The town of Andrews have made great strides in the last 4 years, and I'm looking for your support again to continue to move Andrews forward in the 21st century. Vote Frank McClary, Mayor of Andrews.
Zuham Entertainment.